working through Oasis still. I see DK is on before anybody else again. You're always here so fast, DK. All right. So I finally had gotten over whatever that chest congestion stuff was. And then apparently it decided to come back a little bit. So I have been coughing a bunch and it has been not fun. I'm hoping I can keep it from becoming an issue, because I'm not going to go on antibiotics again. It's too much hassle. I don't want to mess up my immune system in my body any more than it already is. But hey, I'm trying to figure out why or if I figured out how to put chat so people can actually see now what I'm talking to, or not what, who I'm talking to, or what I'm talking about, like responding, you know, that sort of thing. But unfortunately, I don't think it is clear. It's supposed to be clear, but I don't know if it's because there's some theme that I need to remove or something. So I still need to work on that. But hey, now you guys can see what I'm talking, who I'm talking to, and what I'm talking about in response to. So hopefully that helps. If it's too big or too small, I can always try to adjust the size of it too. I finally got all the red sand going through. So, since this is basically an infinite factory, I guess we'll call the episode here. No, I'm just kidding. Why is there a lava thing here? Did I somehow manage to, like, ignite a piece of cinder somewhere? If so, how in the world did that happen? Okay. I think since I don't have a process everything kind of a setup for this map because of what it is, I'm thinking what I might do is try to build some sort of elaborate or fancy or cool looking factory, maybe just like Rube Goldberg the Machine kind of a setup. I mean, that's kind of the idea. Oh, did it not switch over? There we go, that should be doing it. Usually I forget to unmute my microphone or something first. Didn't realize that I had left the didn't realize I had left it on the starting screen. Now I feel silly. That's okay. It's just the classic me managing to do a dumb. So that's okay. Nice. Well, congratulations on that. I've never played Rocket League, but it definitely seems like it could be kind of fun if you have like friends to play with. Maybe a controller. Block that off a little bit for now. How do we want to do this? Make it look cool. Yeah, figuring out how to do all the flips and stuff. That does seem like it would be something that's useful to making the game funner. Block block off this lava. I don't want it sitting here doing that. Very complicated soccer. There. I have no idea how that stuff got there in the first place, but I'm not going to worry about it. What? Stuff falling down from up here? So that's where the lava came from. Well, let's see if we can get this one fixed now too. Also going to end up all over there. I can freeze it in here once the steam is gone. Okay, let's try that cryo. Let's see if I can get just right. Okay, that's not gonna work. Well, I guess I'm gonna have to fix that later. Okay. Oh man, my nose is all stuffy. Yeah. I can't blame somebody if they don't watch the stream either right away or even at the time when it's live, because I've got a couple of people that I'll watch sometimes, but I can't always watch the streams because it's either, you know, I have to get going to bed because I got to work in the morning or something. So I definitely can't be upset about anything like that. Everybody's got to live their life, you know. But I'm glad you can join, and hopefully you can enjoy as well. And right now my voice is going to be a little out because I've been coughing a bit. Because like as I was saying at the beginning, which if you aren't here, that's okay. I'll repeat myself as many times as I need to. I don't mind. Did I get a piece of gold in there? I did. That's crazy. Yeah, I had base. Essentially it was kind of like a running sort of sinus issue, infection, something or other, for a couple of months. Kind of come and go. And I just started getting some of the symptoms for that same kind of issue again recently. So the other day, I was getting that drain, so my throat and my nose were kind of hurting, and so I've been doing I've got one of those like nose rinse bottles. I don't know if you have one of those. Ooh, I don't know if you can even hear me over the sound of all this. I've got one of those nose rinse bottles, and so I've been trying to keep my sinuses and my nasal passage cleaned out, because it plugs me up and then it gets into my lungs and in my ears, and it's uncomfortable, but it's more inconvenient than anything. And then because I start coughing a bit, it starts making my voice sound all weird. That's the whole reason I ended up binding a key for a mute, because that way I could hit the mute button and not have to worry about like making a lot of noise. Unfortunately, yeah, I'm still kind of stuffy in the nose. Catch it all. Gotta catch them all. There you go. It is weird the first time you do it, but if you do it, I would say the 2 pointers I would have if you do want to do one of the nasal rinses is, 1, make sure your head is tilted forward. For obvious reasons, I would hope. But yeah, if you have your head tilted forward, like if you're above a sink and you tilt, so like touch your chin to your chest kind of a thing, it'll keep anything from going back down your throat instead. And then, it's hard to explain, but if you build pressure, kind of like if you're swallowing something, like you get that pressure in the back of your throat and in your nose. If you build a little bit of pressure, that keeps it from pushing backwards also. So if you ever want to do it, but it was my middle child. How old? I'm trying to remember how old he is. I want to say 10. I think he turns 11 this year, if I remember right. I can't remember now. Oh, did I get more lava in here? What the heck? Anyway, it took a while, but he did eventually do it too, because he saw me doing it and he was just like, "What is that? What is that?" And so I told him. He eventually did it, but the first time he did it, he was like gagging and he's like, "This is so weird." I was like, "Yeah, it's because you're putting stuff in your nose and you're not used to it." Usually stuff doesn't go up your nose, it goes out your nose. But he eventually managed. I think he just had to watch me do it a few times to finally kind of get how it works, I guess. Did I not? Huh. There we go. They're really good too if you tend to have a lot of kind of sinus related allergy stuff. I don't have allergies, at least not that I know of. I mean, maybe apples, but that doesn't do a whole lot to my nose. It's more of a digestion issue, I guess. But like if you get runny noses and you have a lot of allergies like hay fever, you know, that kind of thing, it can help with that, because if you do it every so often, it can help flush out the stuff that's causing the issue. It's definitely not perfect, but it could possibly help with that. Oh, and do it slowly. Don't squeeze the bottles really fast and really hard. because you don't want to put a lot of pressure. You're just trying to gently rinse things out. I wonder if I have to say, like, I am not a medical professional and this is only my opinion and not medical advice. Or whatever the thing is that you have to do, like the disclaimer. Like when somebody kills somebody, but you're not allowed to say they killed somebody, so you have to say allegedly, otherwise they can sue you or something. I hate coughing so much. It sucks. Hey, John. Sorry, I was taking a big drink of water there. So the other day, it wasn't on sale anymore because of, you know, the spring sale ended on Steam, but I think earlier this week, I bought that Drive Beyond Horizons, that, like, early access, that car game. It's pretty fun. Playing it, and apparently somebody in that game has a high score and they have gone 2,000 kilometers in the game, which is insane. That's a lot. But so far, it's kind of a fun game. I don't know if I would get a lot of content out of it, so I don't think I'm gonna ever play it as like stream or anything like that. Unless people want to. Otherwise, yeah, it's pretty fun. For as the game goes, at least. Ooh, doing all this, doing talking, it's making my throat all itchy. I'm gonna have to mute and hack my lungs up again in a second here. Okay. Okay. There we go. Okay. Well, you know, they say great minds think alike, right? This way, I can just leave this be and it'll eventually kind of sort most of this out, right? Hopefully that doesn't clog up at all. No, we'll see though, right? Find out. Gotta dump some more dirt in there. Sift all of our sand. Oh god. There. Oh, I missed some. Need to clean this thing out. There we go. Still have plenty of petals. Bigger grabber. Maybe that'll be my next goal, just maxing out my grabber size. I can only imagine how ugly that would be if I was coughing and hacking up a log and I had a camera. while I'm thinking about it. Hopefully you guys are looking forward to Easter tomorrow. Go visit family or whatnot. I know we've got some family coming over. We're gonna do a big family Easter dinner. I guess it's not gonna be that big, really. It's just gonna be a couple of immediate family. Get my mom over. I'm pretty sure that my sister and brother-in-law, pretty sure they're going to be coming over too. Got their baby. He's a cutie. We've been babysitting. By we, I mostly mean my wife. Since she's able to be a stay-at-home mom right now, so she's able to babysit and take care of a little baby. Help out while they're, one of them has to go to work, but the other one isn't home from work yet. One of those kinds of situations. Baby's just getting to the stage of kind of smiling and chuckling. That little grins and giggly stage that babies go through. Yeah. About at that stage right now, so it's pretty fun. But also a little bit of the stage where they don't want to go to sleep because they feel like they're going to miss something. They're just constantly trying to stay awake as long as possible. They're just like, no, go to sleep. You need sleep. Oh, I don't know if I don't remember if I already brought this up. Did I tell you guys how I, banged my toe into a bed corner? I don't know if I told you guys that last time or not. Right here. Right now, I'm not too worried about it doing a whole lot. Because if I have too much going, it'll just end up overflowing and just pushing too much anyway, so I'm not super worried about it just yet. I'm probably going to end up just switching it up to like a washer of some sort. Experiment with the different washing methods maybe. The trash funnel, I probably could do that. Because that one I do kind of want it to go faster. I just have a block sitting there because I don't think I'm going to use a lot of that. just to get to the end, it can just fall. There. Yeah, for the trash, I definitely want that there. Didn't even think of that. I'm pretty sure I've done that before for other things, but I wasn't even thinking about that. So thanks for that reminder. It's very helpful. I know sometimes I tend to get caught in the, this is how I build it, so this is how I'm going to build it. Well, hello there, where? How are you doing today? Are you looking forward to Easter? That might be doing more damage. Not making it any faster. Anyway, yeah, so back to my foot damage. So last week, I don't remember if it was before I streamed or if I was doing stuff before last week, or if it was something that I did after the stream on like Monday or Tuesday, but I'm pretty sure it was before I did streaming last week. So I was trying to move something in my daughter's room, and I was like, I think it was her laundry basket. Like I was trying to move it out of the way, and so I kicked my foot out to try to push it out of the way, but when I did, I smashed my foot into her bed frame, which is a dumb move on my part. Usually I never would do that. I tend to have better, I guess, spatial awareness would be the right word. But I guess I just missed it, and I did not do a good job. So yeah, I smashed my foot in that, and it was all purple and bruised and gnarly looking for like 4 or 5 days. It still hurts a little bit. Yeah, kind of that in-between phase. I'm the oldest out of my siblings, so my mom, my kids are basically her grandkids at the moment. I have one niece from my next sister down, and then the next one from that, she just had a baby. I say it was the middle or end of December, very beginning of January, something like that. He's only like 3 months old. He was born, I think, a month early, if I remember right. But so I mean, me and my wife, my kids alone are already more for grandkids than all of my other siblings combined at this point. So not a lot of grandkids to spoil for my mom, at least not right now. So is it? Ooh. Oh, I'm getting so angry at this lava. Now I just did it dumb again. Oh, I think I just muted the... I think I just muted my... or unmuted myself to cough, so you guys got to hear it cough, I think. But yeah, jammed my finger into one of the store shelves. So now I've got like a, not quite, but like a blood blister kind of a thing under my thumbnail. And it's also on the same side. It's on my left side. So yeah, for the time being, the left side of my appendages are all damaged and bruised. Yeah. Luckily I am right-handed, but it doesn't make it any less of a pain in the butt. Maybe I should make my factory a little lower out. Yeah. Yeah, no, maybe if I did stonemasonry, my hands would be messed up a little bit more, and it wouldn't damage them so much just touching a shelf at a grocery store. Good morning, NG. Game audio or microphone audio? Because I have to try to balance it. I mean, this game is a little quiet anyway. Do bump that up. Could do that. Is that better? Hopefully it's better. Although it feels really loud to me. I might have to adjust it on stream rather than on here. So we bump it back down. There we go. There. Hopefully that's a little better. I think the microphone might still be louder than the game audio, I suppose. Ooh, let's see if this does it. Oh, no. Didn't know if this was going to delete it all. Have to go from the sides, or from the, not the sides, the bottom. literally the very bottom, like 3 pixels. Yeah. I mean, to be fair, if you have to listen to something make a lot of noise, at least it sounds good making that noise, right? Alright, just gonna dump some more into the trash. That's coming along. Well, if they haven't, if nobody's called, then either nobody's worried about it, or the neighbors are cool and they're just like, it's fine. It's just some car noises. Obviously, I don't know your neighbors. Well, hopefully they're cool neighbors, right? Ooh, man, my throat. I gotta get another drink. Yeah, I'm not too surprised. I mean, I've met plenty of them myself, but at the same time, I think it does depend a little bit on which areas you're in, because some of the areas are really crowded because there's so much housing built up, like a lot of apartments and stuff. But in other areas, it's just a lot of college kids. But I don't doubt it. I just don't get people who are super cranky about everything like that. Like I get it if it's, you know, late at night and they're making tons of noise, or somebody's doing burnouts and you're in an area where you've got lots of little kids, so it's a hazard. Like, I get that. But if somebody's just driving around and having fun, the people who freak out like, oh, how dare you, oh, just settle down, you know? That reminds me, I need to see who's going to be at Stadium of Fire this year. I don't know if it's worth going, but sometimes they have good performers. I think it was a few years back they had the Beach Boys, and I kind of wanted to go to it. But I didn't know about it until it was already too late, so I missed out on that year. Sounds like a country singer. Country singer, my wife would like to go. I like to get seats nearby, though. I usually, if I can, I try to get seats right outside, like on the same block, because that's the best place to see the fireworks that they put off. But it always gets so crowded there. Looks like it's spawning more water. It's weird. Obviously it's not, but it's almost like it is. I didn't even upgrade my stuff. Ooh, I almost have enough for 2 upgrades. Bet this will give me enough. There we go. Recently, we found, I don't remember where my wife found it, but we found copies, or just say questionably sourced and or recorded. But we found Dexter's Laboratory, and so we put it on our home video server, and the kids have been enjoying watching that. It's a fun show. She also wanted to see the second season. I think it's second season for that live action, the One Piece series. And luckily it seems to progress much faster than the comics did. Oh yeah, no, that jetpack does hit loud. I don't know if I have a way to make the jetpack not so loud. Let's try. Try that. mean, my microphone, I can't turn it up a whole lot more, but hopefully that helps. I might have to turn it down, though. Turn it down a little bit. Okay. Almost have all the red sand cleaned out down there. Almost. Now I just gotta figure out what to do. What to do about washing stations. Yeah. Yeah. My kids, one of the few toys that they will play with and not just leave on their floor is their Legos. They can get all sorts of other cool toys, but the ones that they will play with and actually do stuff with are the Legos. Okay. Yeah, no, it's one of those things where when you take multiple pixels of different things, they'll double. Because like if you have like cinder, it takes it takes 1 pixel of cinder to make 1 thing of lava, but if you do ice, it takes 2 things of ice and a lava to make 1 thing of water, like that sort of a thing. It's weird. And so yeah, what it's doing is it's creating double the pixels because it's merging 1 sand and 1 pixel of water, and so you're getting double of the sand because it's basically changing one of the water pixels into an extra wet sand pixel. Well, Lego is welcome to be as cranky as they want. I'm going to call them Legos. They will always and forever be Legos to me. It's like you're abbreviating Lego building blocks down to just Lego, and then plural, multiple of Lego, Legos. Unless you go Legi maybe. But that sounds weird. Like, oh man, I was playing with the kids today and we were playing with Legi. I'm like, you what? Let's do, you know what? Do this. Do a couple of vents. Maybe that'll keep it going okay. this? You know what? I might have to go this way. It didn't hit mute fast enough. Yeah, it probably is. I lost so much of the lava in it. One of them's filled with water. Grab these out. Water, yes. Honestly, I probably would have completely forgotten about this until I come back through here and I'm like, oh, I wonder why nothing's burning the way it's supposed to. Taking like another half an hour just to remember that. like having chest congestion. It's no fun, guys. Allow wet sand, just in case I missed any. Lock, not wet spores, wet sand. Conveyor belt. Launcher. And the conveyor belt going back this way. Okay, let's see if this works now. That seems to be working okay. I need a faster way to mix this stuff. Maybe that's faster. Woo! Let's get full. that a little smaller. And then, whoop. That's a little bigger. Okay, hopefully that'll get things kind of moving again. But we'll see. Everything's starting to clog up a little bit, and I'm trying to rearrange a little here and there. Like that. Why does it do that? Maybe I just need to have everything filter through like that. Or not filter through, launcher through like that. That way all the water can go through. Maybe that's what clogged it up. Maybe that's what I've been doing wrong with my filters, or with my washer setups this whole time, is I haven't had something like this to keep it moving. Because if I can keep it moving, then it doesn't block the way for the water getting down. Maybe that's been my issue this whole time. It's just something simple. You know, I haven't watched Top Gear in a long time. That was a fun show. remember what they called it when they switched over to Amazon instead of the VDC. What's it called? It's gonna bug me. I can't remember now. Felt like it was a race term, like Grand Prix or something like that, but not quite. No, not quite. I really like having a big grabber. It makes things so much easier. I was muted. I've been coughing a lot, so I've been trying to mute so that I don't just sit there and hack up a lung in your guys' ear. Worst ASMR ever. There we go. Yeah. I think if I can get this one working, either I'll just expand it further out, or I'll just leave it as just that one. Oh, I bet this is filling up down here. Yep. Piece of lava. I think I have it, and then it isn't ready. I'm gonna have to rearrange this. Starting to get a little laggy there from the flux site being a little too big. It's trying to grow, and so it's having to check all the little squares and determine which one it's going to grow on. I don't have that mod put on. Part of it is just because of the satisfaction for breaking all of this stuff. It might end up having to be something I put in though, since this is an infinite mod, infinite map effectively. Okay. Let's move down one. That's not what I was hoping for. There we go. Let's see if that's enough of a change. That's definitely quick. I feel like it would be faster. Doesn't feel faster. Okay. Well, I will have to hop onto Discord then and take a look at that. Because I'm probably not doing it an easy way. Ooh, big sneeze. Oh, I feel another sneeze coming. Let's see if I can hurry and do this before the sneeze happens. Oh, that was a burp, not a sneeze. Oh, it's stuck in my nose. Oh, I hate those. Okay. Yeah, if I'm going to do that, I'm going to have to rearrange this all a little bit. So let's do you. Like so. Clear this out. get some more water. I have to make sure I'm drinking lots of water right now. I like to put a little bit of lemon juice in it. Just a little bit, make it like lemon water. Now, if I'm understanding correctly, you might have to correct me on this, Electric, but if I'm understanding correctly, are you saying to do the flux emanator kind of like that, where the stuff all drops down in and then it filters it so I can pile it on really good? Something kind of like that? Or should I just have it come out and then it just dumps into a big hole? Okay. Yeah, that way it's not just doing one little row where it's going like that. So then you hopefully grab more pixels at a time. Let's see, give myself a little bit more space. We'll go here. To here. Okay, so I'm going to filter and block void blue. There, remember to turn the microphone back on after I'm done dying. And then we'll go, just to delineate, we'll go that guy there. Oop. And then allow void bloom. That's the one. Do that guy. Like so. There. Now it should be able to process a much larger quantity. Of course, knowing the way I build things, something will happen and it will still manage to clog somewhere. I think adding that filter on and only allowing a little bit at a time, it's going slow enough that because it doesn't ever quite touch the tippy top, it manages to keep it going. So I might be able to just get rid of these things. Yeah. Yeah, I probably should. Honestly, I mean, the only reason I don't is because I figure either, one, somebody else is going to do it, or two, I do it at the same time every time anyway. So I'm just kind of like, the people who can or want to join will eventually just join anyway. Or not join, watch. But yeah, I should let people know more. Okay, I'm gonna have to take some sand and bring it down here to soak up all this water. But before I do that, let's go take a look and see how that not filter, emanator. Let's go look and see how that's doing. Yeah, definitely handling much better. Okay. Well, I have managed to correct much of the dumb that I have done. So that's good. And with your guys' help, I have managed to make a much more efficient emanator. Which is also good. Now got auto dirt process. I always call it dirt. I think it's just because it's brown. I always call it dirt. Auto sand processing. Things are going pretty well. I have managed to at least semi or mostly contain the absolute nightmare of all of my lava getting pushed out with water. I'm glad I don't have to worry quite as much at the moment. Okay. Well then, I think that might be where I'm gonna have to call it, I think. So I don't have enough of anything to get the lava to go away. Ugh. Ugh. Keep coughing up grody stuff. All that phlegm. Ugh, that's probably the reason I'm gonna have to call it in. I can feel my nose starting to stuff. It's not good. I don't like it. But hey, at least this time I didn't start drifting off to sleep. I know I did that last week. I started to drift. I think some of you guys were even here for that. Fell asleep for like 5 minutes. Okay. Alright, well, yeah, I think that's gonna be it for this week, for at least for today, for Sandustry. I think I might do the mod so it doesn't lag out my computer a little bit like it was starting to do. Well, it wasn't lagging out, but it was starting to lag pretty bad with the flux site earlier. So I think I might just do the transmitter, do the mod where instead of making all the fluxite, it just turns it directly into the points. I might do that. That's probably what I'll do. I might just take everything and dump it into the trash can at the end, so like any of this stuff, instead of making it go through, I just make it go. It's fine. Doesn't have to be saved. It's infinite. And then maybe I'll rework some of this stuff and drop it down a little bit. Maybe I'll do some designs. Maybe. So, anyway, I hope you guys have enjoyed. Hope you had fun. Hope you guys have a wonderful Easter tomorrow. And I guess if anybody ends up watching this later on, I hope you had a good Easter. So, so yeah, until next time, have fun. If you want to see more, go ahead and do the subscribe. If you enjoyed it, hit the like. You know, all the normal stuff. All the algorithm pleasing things that Google likes everyone to do, I guess. All the dopamine busters and hitters. So yeah, I will see all of you guys either next week, or if you want to join me tomorrow when I do Abiotic Factor. I feel like some of you guys might like it. You should come watch. It'll be fun. Maybe. Alright. Well, you guys have a great night. And I will talk to you later.